Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I will do a small experiment just to check what are the more optimal pair of equipment for TOP. We're gonna have two attempts. The first attempt that I did on video, which you can find on the channel, and I used the two gold equipment plus a third silver equipment that gives base stat. For the second attempt, it's gonna be the same gold equipment, but the difference is I'm gonna give them the car equipment that gives HP. I'm showing all my setups on screen so you can see the difference, but overall what I want to test is it better to go with HP and the car equipment that can be used on everyone, or is it better to go with the base to get extra point? I will show you the result, compare every fight in a table, and like that we're gonna have a better view and a better answer. Of course, we are in C League, but I think it's gonna be helpful regardless. Now let me show you my scores on screen. We have attempt number 1 with the base equipment, attempt number 2 with the HP equipment, and attempt number 2 got 28,000 extra point. There is one difference, and it's gonna be the route. For attempt number 1, at the end I took the left fight, and attempt number 2, at the end I took the right fight. Otherwise, it's all the same, and even the last fight is gonna be similar because it's just a two fist and the other one is a two fist. However, I will compare only the first 11 fights, so we do not have any differences. I use the same team. Attempt number 1 is gonna be on screen, and attempt number 2 is here with the exact same setup, just the equipment are gonna differ with the HP here instead of the base equipment that we used last week on the gameplay video. I'm also gonna show you quickly every fight and how many points I got from the battle log, even though I have a summary table that I will display in a minute. So here is attempt number 2. We're gonna scroll quickly over here so you see if I did any mistake on the table. Here to attempt number 1 that we did last week on video. For the table and the summary, it's gonna go as follow. As you can see, I made two different totals, up to fight number 11 and all 12 fights. Up to fight number 11 because I took the same route, exact same fights, and if you wanted to see the difference only for that, you have it. And up to number 12 because at the end I took a different two fist. Technically you're gonna get the same points if you took the same damage, so it's not a problem, but of course I made the difference here, so there is no bias overall. Now why there is that much of a difference? There is two reasons for that. Because I think the right one is easier for my team, and also most importantly, even a slight difference in damage is gonna be important for this fight, because the win streak bonus in the last fight is super high compared to any other fights, and it's gonna give you 600% compared to fight number 11 that give you 300%, and even before you're gonna have 200, 150, and so on. So that minuscule difference is gonna be amplified by a lot, and that's why fight number 12 is that high compared to the others. Now let's say we got a similar score on fight number 1 and 2, but we had the win streak bonus from fight number 12. This would be much higher, in the 10,000 or so, and as you can see, that would be extremely impactful. Let's look at other results. For fight number 3 and 4, the base setup was better, partly because fight number 3 I made a huge mistake and I took the wrong character, so I went to turn 3, I couldn't eliminate quickly enough, and that was my bad. Fight number 4, just the base setup was better. Fight number 5 was quite similar. Fight number 6 here, I had some supers on my base setup, I believe, and I didn't for fight number 6, so I took longer to eliminate, and then after that the HP setup was better. And this would be even more noticeable when we have more difficult fights, higher fist, and when we are in higher league, because we're gonna take longer to eliminate and HP is gonna be better overall. Now to better understand, I will explain to you how battle point work and in general how points are calculated in TOP. We're going to start with the 5 major category that will help you score points in the mode. You're gonna have the boost. The boost is how many battle score or boosted character you have in the season. The highest you have, the higher point you're gonna get. You're gonna have the fist, is the difficulty level. If you have a 2 fist, you're gonna get more point than a 1 fist. Pretty simple. Of course, if you are at the same fight level and you have the same win streak bonus. Then you're gonna have the full KO, the easiest category. If you eliminate all the enemies, you get 50k extra point. If you do not, you get 0 point. You have also the battle point. In general, is how much damage you took in a fight compared to the number of fists. And at the end, you're gonna get win streak bonus and victory point. The win streak bonus, easy, as long as you survive. The later fight will give you more point and a higher multiplier. So fight number 1 is 0 extra point, 0% extra. Fight number 12 is 600% extra. And of course, this is the breakdown. Victory point is just each fight you win, you get extra point. Doesn't matter, everyone get it, even if you die. But of course, in this TOP, it's super hard to die with only 12 fights. Let's get back to this slide. In reality, you can only control one thing, and it's your battle point. Because win streak bonus, as long as you don't die, you will get it. You cannot increase it or decrease it. Number of fish, you get the higher possible ones, and you prioritize the later fights compared to the early ones. Boost, you get as much as you can, and full KO, either you kill or not. So battle points is the only one left that you can impact, and you're gonna get extra point compared to the other opponents or other players. This is the most important category, as long as you have like the required boost and you take the higher fist, eliminate everyone and don't die. Now let's focus on the battle point and talk about it more in depth. It's gonna take in count the number of fists the fight has and the percentage of damage taken. The number of fists, very easy, just to take the higher one and you will get more battle point. It's capped depending on the difficulty level. The 2-fister is capped, for example, at 300k. You cannot go above that, and the 1-fister, sorry, is capped at 200k. So even if you take less damage on a 1-fist, you're gonna get less point than a 2-fist. And I'm talking about a fight at the same win streak level. So fight number 6, a 2-fist will give you then more than 1-fist if you took the same damage. Even a 1-fist, if you took less damage, you're gonna get less point than a 2-fister because of that cap. That's very simple. Take the higher fist, you're gonna get more points from it. Then after, the variable that we can control somehow is gonna be the damage taken. It's gonna take in count how much HP you got at the start of the battle and how much damage you took. What is going to happen is the game is gonna add up all your characters, 6 characters you take into battle, their HP bar, and it's gonna be the HP they have at the start of that battle, not start of TOP, and it's the raw number, not the HP percentage. So for example, you have 6 characters that have 100k HP, it's gonna add up all 6, and your maximum 100% HP for your team is 600k. Then the damage you're gonna take from that fight that you're gonna face is gonna be subtracted to the HP you had, and that's gonna be the percentage damage taken. So if you have 600k HP and your enemy team is gonna do 60k to you, so you took 10% damage. I will give you an example so you understand a little bit better. Let's say we have 2 setups. We have number 1 that has 1 million HP overall. So all 6 characters, their HP combined is gonna be 1 million, and I took 100k damage from the enemy boss. And we have also setup number 2 that has 2 million HP at the start of the fight. It's the start of the fight, not when you start your TOP, and you took 100k damage too. You're gonna have the same fight, the same fist, the same win streak bonus. What's gonna happen is, example number 1 is gonna take 10% damage, so 10% of 1 million is 100k, and example number 2 is gonna take 5% damage. 5% of 2 million is 100k. So example number 2 is gonna have more battle point in the same fist fight. So that HP bar helped you get extra point, and that's why number 2 is gonna get a little bit more points. And that's all the idea around how the damage and battle point work from fight to fight basis. Of course, you might say that with a base setup you're gonna do more damage. I don't think it's that impactful. I checked both my fights. The damage was negligible. I KO'd at the same exact time. But yeah, you're gonna do more damage and you will have the odd fight, one or the other, where you will KO an enemy before he attacks with the base setup, but with the HP setup he will attack you in one extra time, and that will result in extra damage and extra point loss. That's possible, but I think it's much rarer than KOing at the same time if you have an HP setup. Overall, the HP is gonna be better from fight to fight basis, and there is one more benefit, and that's because your HP bar is much higher. When you get to later fights, you're gonna get more battle point naturally, and you're gonna lose less damage or less percentage damage compared to a base setup. As the TOP run goes on, especially in A-League, in C-League it doesn't matter, your HP bar is gonna go down, but with the HP setup you're gonna have a higher percentage overall, so you will gain more values. And that's why I think when we got to fight number 12 this run, we got so much point compared to the other one, because my HP bar was higher and I had a better way to sustain. Although this is not that important in C-League, when we get to A-League, I think it will be much more impactful, and we will see later on. As long as we can full KO, HP is gonna be the better way to go around it. Of course, you can always mix and match. For example, you give two characters that you want to do extra damage the base equipment, and all the other can go with HP. That works, but in my opinion, if you just want to 1k CC, go with the C equip. You're gonna save some slots in your inventory box. You can give the C equip to everyone, and I would advise you to go with this. C equip to everyone, Clash equip to everyone, and get a third gold equip, and that's all for your setup, and you will be set for a long time. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any question, let me know in the comment. Have a good one, and goodbye.